What goes up, they say, must surely come down. A few weeks ago, a certain team from the red side of Manchester was on top of the world. A draw against one of the top teams, and then, of course, eliminating one of their fiercest rivals from a cup competition. But this weekend, they were sent crashing back down to earth. I'm sorry, Manchester United fans, but I welcome you to the show with gusto because today we are going to be feasting on you and others. Sabubu, how are you doing? How was your weekend?
The weekend was awesome.
The weekend was awesome.
Yeah, because a lot of teams wanted to continue on runs.
Yes, but they run them down.
I'm telling you, and they were halted big time. Let's start with Newcastle. They
Wow.
wanted to make it 10 wins.
10 wins in a row. A striker on top form.
And they came into the match very, very confident.
Yeah.
But you know what happened? Bournemouth punctured them.
I mean, looking at that game, you would be hard pressed to explain where it went wrong.
It went
for
wrong
Newcastle.
because Newcastle couldn't curtail the high pressing of Bournemouth.
Yes.
It's like Bournemouth,
The tempo.
they were
They
Bournemouth,
were relentless.
Bournemouth players, I think they were looking more fit compared to Newcastle.
Yeah.
You understand? And Justin Kluivert scored a hat-trick. It was 4-1 at the end of the day. It was a good win for Bournemouth. And it's a win that should make other teams take them serious. Because they're moving up the table gradually.
I think they're in 7th now
Yes.
or about.
And if you don't take them serious, it's at your own
They're
peril.
at your own peril.
Then we saw what happened before the show started. We talked about Pep, his
Yeah.
personal issues, and we want to wish him a speedy recovery from the losses.
I think he has already. Well, you don't recover from those kind of stuff easily.
Emotionally.
It's going to scar
Yes.
you. But Manchester City are looking reborn. They are looking,
They
want to make up for lost time.
They played against Ipswich as a team on a mission.
Yeah.
That you know what, we are going to climb as high as possible in this league. Anybody we face, no handbrake, will go at them.
City are actually about 3 points away from Chelsea. I mean, and they are facing Chelsea in about a week's time. Chelsea lose, and they are already. We are even talking about Chelsea lose. There are other teams that are all well
Yes.
positioned behind them in that top 4 race. So I was saying we are going to feast on Manchester United fans. We are going to use Chelsea for dessert. Yes, because I don't know what's wrong with you people, but we are going to find out today. And if we cannot find out, well,
Then we can see the Arsenal injury crisis. It's glaring to
Yeah.
everybody that
aside from the glaring, is catching up with
they are
them. They have been
practically
able
they
to.
are practically trying to get a team to play. Because see the match against Aston Villa, see the bench.
Yeah,
See the bench with teenagers and all. They
it
couldn't
was
get.
looking like a high school reunion.
Thank you. But the irony about it is that they were cruising in that match until 2 basic errors allowed Villa come back. They scored a winning goal, but VAR said it was not a goal after 1 or 2 seconds.
Arsenal fans are going to hate refereeing this season
Well,
because
they have to get
you have been
used
very
to it.
unfortunate.
They have to get used to it. They have to get used to it. That's the irony about football. They have to get used because you know why? In football, there are times the game goes for you
Yeah.
and it goes against you. And I will tell you for a fact that the first goal Arsenal scored against the equalizer against Tottenham Hotspur,
Yeah.
that was not a corner.
So you win some, you lose
It
some.
went for them.
Yeah.
So let them just get used to it. I keep saying, if you take your chances, VAR will not be a problem for you.
Yeah, that's true.
If you keep scoring, even if it's going against you, you're already leading. You understand what I'm talking about?
That's true.
Then for Manchester United, I really do not understand what is happening to them. Won't say it's injury crisis because they have a fully fit squad.
Yeah.
A Man U
They
that can,
preferred starting 11.
a team that can start a game without Garnacho and a couple of others is not a team that has player issues. They need to sit down and sort out their internal issues.
I think it's more of, I don't know. After their match against Liverpool, Bruno and subsequently the manager called out the team for the drop in levels He said if we played the same way we played today every other week, we should be higher up the table than we are now. And we saw it against a team that they should have at
both
least.
of us have said this thing on countless occasions. United tend to turn up for the big matches.
And then what do they do for the other
Then
matches?
the smaller, I won't say smaller teams, because
Yeah.
in pedigree, United
Yeah.
are far much bigger than them.
Yeah.
Do I say they underrate them, or those teams just have United's number?
It's quite unfortunate, but it's something that I think United fans should get used to. They are going to see a lot of those miserable losses.
Because as it stands, Brighton has a record that can't be matched by Arsenal, City,
Chelsea,
Liverpool.
or the likes.
They've been-
Consecutively
they just keep trashing United.
at Old Trafford. I mean, the theatre of dreams has now become the theatre of Brighton. They operate Man U, they spread Man U, they dissect them, they stitch them. That's painful. That's painful.
Stop. Let's go to Spain.
No, we should go to Spain.
Let's go to Spain.
I wanted to.
No, we'll come back to England.
I wanted to give Man U drip.
No, you give them drip. We'll come back. You saw what happened in Spain. Las Palmas scored first. You know when?
And then did Atletico what Atletico used to do to other people.
You know the irony about that match was, in local parlance, they just make Madrid verse. Madrid were sleeping. Then they went to use this to choke them. And Madrid came. That 4-1 is that it will be much more than 4-1. I'm happy that Mbappe could score a penalty after a very long time. Then Barcelona, after Rennes has said they're the team to beat, decided to fall Rennes' hand. 1-1.
In fact, right from the era of the likes of Ike Uche, you remember that guy? And Carlo Uche, when they spread themselves for Spain, those Getafe, those
Villarreal, those
Villarreal, there's another
Mallorca.
team. Mallorca. Where's this other team? Now, so that they disturb Barcelona. And, Barca, how will I put it? They have shot themselves in the foot because, the league, like we were saying, was theirs to lose. They allowed the likes of Atletico, who also lost, and Madrid to catch up. And now Madrid are creating a little breathing room.
Yeah.
Now, that's dangerous. Why? Because, it's highly unlikely that Ancelotti is going to continue at Madrid after this season. It's been rumored in some quarters that he's looking to leave
at the end of the season.
Yes. Of course, due to the achievements, what he has done at Madrid, they can't fire him, even though they are agonizingly close to not making it in the Champions League, depending on what their results go like. Don Carlo will be looking to leave. So he has his eye on that league title. Yeah. And there's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity. So Barcelona, they are giving room for gambling to now come and do permutation. So if we win 2 games, Madrid draw 1, Atletico
as it
lose.
Is, Madrid are on top of the league.
Madrid are on top of the league, and they will not let go.
They might not let go.
Yeah.
Because it is becoming a situation where Madrid winning the league without winning any classical match.
Yeah.
That's what might likely turn out to be.
So, Baka, you will have one trophy that you have already won. El Clasico Liga. The Clasico League. Now winner this year. Then, so you can take that one to your trophy cabinet.
Then Italy, the top of the table match, Atlanta versus Napoli. The match was awesome.
That was
we saw
a masterclass.
It was on the field we saw it was an end-to-end game.
Yes.
We saw tactical masterclass from 2 great managers, Gasparini and Conte. But Conte came out tops. Our Nigerian prince, the African Footballer of the Year, scored the equalizer. We thinking the game would likely turn, but we saw what happened. Then thumbs up to United for selling McTominay to Napoli. Yeah. What a great deal of business. You made the money.
No, that's if it's Napoli you are talking about. Because Man U now no be business with that one.
No,
pure profit versus you now carried it to go and sign people that are not able to help you.
Yeah.
Does it make any sense? No.
Napoli is there. Inter won yesterday.
Yeah. AC Milan lost to Juventus.
Yes, Juventus were home, right?
Yeah.
It was a classic match, 2-0. Lovely. Juventus has started picking up points to climb the table.
Yeah.
Fiorentina drew with Torino.
Yeah.
It was not what we expected. We all know the usual suspects who want
Yeah.
to win the league and who wants to qualify for the Champions League. In Germany, Bayern Munich
Bayern
did
got
what
their
they
3-2 win.
same with
Leverkusen got a
Leverkusen.
3-1 win
Then I don't know
about.
about
Then
Dortmund and Eintracht Frankfurt, how that match ended.
yeah.
But
But
Dortmund,
Dortmund are in a really dirty place right now. And it's looking like it is rumored
yeah,
that Eric Ten Hag
might likely go there
might
to take
end
over
up
from
at
Nushain.
Dortmund by the end of the week because
Are they planning to
they are,
fire Nushain?
yes, depending on what the outcome of their fixture against, is it
They're playing the
Club Brugge?
Champions
Yeah,
League
they are
match this
playing in the
week.
Champions League. So depending on what the result of their fixture is,
And
okay, no, they are playing Bologna. Depending on what their result
you'll be
is, you
so
might end
shocked.
up seeing
You-
the headmaster himself
See,
reappear in Germany.
You'll be so shocked. He goes to Dortmund and
No,
he does a marvel there.
now I always tell people, look, the struggles of Ruben Amorim should tell you that Ten Hag was not a bad manager. It's not just about the coach. There is a structural issue. And of course, when you look at the player, the personnel that they have, although I can't say same for Ten Hag because he signed most of them. But you know, when you get players that they cannot motivate themselves to a high level to compete with the elite, you have an issue. So Man U's problem, like I said, they should ask Brighton because Brighton are the people that are operating them
They are
in the
very
theatre.
wicked.
Yes,
But
they
say
should
that.
ask Brighton. Brighton can tell them what their problem is.
Man U fans, please, I beg on his behalf. He doesn't know what he do.
Well, I know the people that will be waiting for me in the streets. No problem. My mouth, they always put me for trouble. But what can I do?
So we're back to the Premiership.
Yes.
Liverpool has 6 points with one game in hand. And with the way they are going, they look unstoppable. Let us be honest. Pending if they can still keep this form, the tempo, and the fitness of the players.
Well, I'll have this to say about Liverpool. And they are looking like champions, to be honest.
Champions elect, the way they are playing.
No, they are looking like champions. I thought of the word before I used it. Champions always back themselves to go all the way up to the last minute of the game. And Liverpool went all out and got their results in 3 minutes. They put themselves two goals up. So that was a good one for them.
And you saw the power of the bench.
Darwin Núñez has now scored is the second highest goal scorer from the substitute bench after John Duran. So it also shows that everybody is pitching in towards the title challenge, which is a good one. Other teams in the division, e.g., a certain team from London called Chelsea.
Chelsea will play
Chelsea.
Wolves. Chelsea will play Wolves, and I believe they're going to beat Wolves.
Don't worry.
Then we saw
let me just tell you people, because by the time our episode will be out, Chelsea would have played Wolves. Chelsea, you people are in crisis, you don't know it.
They would have played City.
Yeah, no, before they play City. And then City is coming next. So this week, Chelsea might just wake up and discover that they are in 8th position. Because everybody around them is on form.
And they're winning.
Forest are winning. Okay, Newcastle had a slip up.
Brighton won.
But
City won.
Bournemouth
won.
So, by the time when they play Man City finish, they might just discover that title contenders are now contending for Europa League.
So
Europa League is still a title, nothing spoiled.
As it stands, we still have about 15 to 16 matches, right?
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Of course, put together 5, 6, 7 wins and
can happen because
the landscape
Chelsea
will
is still in
change.
the FA Cup, Liverpool is in the FA Cup, Chelsea is still in Europe, so there are still matches to play for. So as we go on the break, we want to send a special shout out
to one of our own.
One of our own. She's one of our biggest fans. She's a colleague, she's a friend, she's a sister. She just had a surgery and we wish you a speedy recovery, Dr. BC Olariwaju.
Yeah, Dr. BC, we are sending you our love and our best wishes. And we say, come back stronger. We hope to see you very soon, bouncing up and about. You see the Fantactics podcast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the short break.
We have gotten to the business end of the Champions League, and we have 2 matches to go. Some teams just need to win one more match and they have automatic qualification for the round of 16, whereby some prestige teams need to win 2 matches just to get to the playoff
No room for
for,
faltering.
for errors.
Yes.
So we start with a match at the Principality in Monaco. That's on Tuesday. AS Monaco versus Aston Villa. 3 points. Villa is guaranteed of
qualification.
Then we have Atlanta and Stormgrass. 3 points. They are good as qualified. Then we have Atletico Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen. This is, we call it the cream de la cream of European football.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Atletico Madrid have been very good in the Champions League.
Yeah.
They need this to keep up with the top 8. What do you think? Atletico are home.
Atletico are going to frustrate Leverkusen for sure.
Okay.
So I'm going to see a narrow win for Atletico.
Same here. Well, to be on the safe side as investors, just say Atletico win or draw. Benfica will play Barcelona. A Barca win might likely guarantee them a top 8 finish.
That's going to be tricky.
Okay.
A certain guy that doesn't like Barcelona by the name of Angel is operating in Benfica now. So, well, there will be surprises in that game. I'll just look at a match that produces goals. Yeah.
To be on the safe side, right?
Yeah.
So both teams to score, right?
Both teams to score.
Well, I'm looking at a draw in that match in the long run.
Oh, okay.
Then we have a match that all but seals winning the Swiss format.
For Liverpool
versus Lille. If they win that match, nobody can take the first position from them.
Now, they are facing a team that is the giant killers.
Yes.
In this Swiss format.
They've beaten.
So yes, among others. So Liverpool will be, of course, they will do their homework and they should be wary of Lille. But like you said, Liverpool, this all but guarantees them, and I think they are going to go all out and get that result.
Then we have a World Europa League match on Tuesday. Galatasaray versus Dynamo Kyiv. Galatasaray winning is as good as them qualifying for the round of 16.
So Gala should get their win, especially with the dangerous hitman up front, Victor Osimhen.
Then we go to Wednesday matches. We have AC Milan versus Girona. What do you think about that match?
Now that's a fixture I could go out on a limb and say it's a win or a draw.
For Milan, right?
For Milan, yes.
Well, I'm looking at Milan taking the whole 3 points.
I'll go with a win or draw. Girona are very tricky opponents, and Conceição has still not set up his Milan team to tune the way he would have loved them. So we could still see anything happen, but I'll say a win or draw.
Arsenal takes on Dynamo Zagreb. Arsenal needs just 4 points to finish the top 8.
Arsenal are going to get the win. I believe it's a European fixture, and Zagreb are not as intense as some of the domestic opposition they face. So it should be a good one.
A little matter of Bayern Munich crossing the channel to Holland to take Feyenoord.
Feyenoord.
A Bayern win.
We wish you the best.
A Bayern win all but confirms them the top 8.
So Bayern will get their points. They always do, especially against such opposition.
There's a match that has implication for both teams: Paris Saint-Germain versus Man City.
Now this is the firecracker fixture.
City needs to win the remaining 2 matches to qualify for the playoffs, not even the top 8.
How have the mighty fallen? But the mighty that have fallen, they have wake up. So I'm sorry for you, PSG. What you are going to see, you will not like it. So I'm predicting, I would say City win or draw.
Same here. Then we have another match: Real Madrid versus RB Leipzig. RB Salzburg. Madrid needs to win their remaining 2 matches to qualify for the playoffs because they can't make it top 8 any longer.
Well, Salzburg will catch bug because Madrid would infest them with goals. Madrid are back and looking on form. Mbappe is looking like the player that we knew he is. So Salzburg will not be liking that match.
Then we have a small battle of Sparta Prague versus Inter. Inter wins that match and they've qualified as one of the top.
Inter will get the job done. You omitted one of my favorite fixtures, Shakhtar versus Brest.
Hola Karamata. Shakhtar
This
versus Brest.
yes. So you can Shakhtar Brest.
So Shakhtar Donetsk,
Yes.
they are, if you don't
Do you
know,
think they'll be able to,
first of all, Shakhtar are not playing at home because of the war in Ukraine. So they're
yes.
playing in Poland or Germany.
So it might be
Then
on foreign soil that they meet Brest.
and the Brest will leave France to go and play them.
Yes.
I don't know
Who
about.
do you see coming out on top?
I see a Brest win or draw.
A Brest win or draw.
Yeah.
Well, Brest have been very impressive in this Champions League.
Yeah.
If you could say so,
They've
they have
been-
been getting points here and
They've
there.
been breasting teams around.
Yes, they have been getting points here and there. So, well, I see a Brest win or draw.
Then we have another Europa.
Set of fixtures on Thursday.
No,
on Wednesday, yeah.
Besiktas versus Atletico Club.
Bilbao.
Another dangerous team in Europe.
That one is a team that I'll predict a draw in that fixture.
We have a tough match: AZ Alkmaar versus AS Roma on Thursday. FC Porto versus Olympiacos. We have Hoffenheim versus Tottenham Hotspur. We have
Lazio Sociedad.
Eintracht Frankfurt versus Ferencváros of Hungary.
Yeah.
Then we have
Man United.
The small matter of the British derby.
Yeah.
Manchester United versus Glasgow Rangers.
You would say the matter of what? Is this a Ferguson derby? Anyways, now there's a certain manager of a certain team that might get sacked. The way we are looking at it before the end of this week or
His
next
team
week.
is playing.
The way it's going.
His team lost over the weekend.
Yes.
The way they collapsed in the first half was mind blowing.
In fact, 3-0 to a team
because I was surprised Everton were playing like a Barcelona in that first half.
Well, it's the Moyes effect.
Second half, they almost threw away the lead, but they won. And they call him the big panda in Europe. I didn't say it. He's playing in Europa League on Thursday.
Yeah.
There's no hiding place. He shouldn't lose that match.
If he does, he's gone. He's already like one of the worst, Tottenham managers in recent history. I just believe his affable nature and maybe the style of play that he has been able to deploy, which is not so successful, is the only reason why he still has a job.
He's a very stubborn person. A coach that does not have a plan B has a problem.
I'm telling you, high line where they give high BP.
Let's go to the weekend fixtures. Now we are going to see a match where two teams that are in form go at each other. Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest.
Now, Bournemouth, now Nottingham where they Bournemouth. Nottingham Forest, now people when say nothing Nottingham Forest. This match go tough. But one thing I can assure you,
both sides to score.
Both sides could score. And Forest no go lose that match.
Brighton Everton.
Now another match with both sides to score, but I'm predicting that Everton will win that game.
I'm feeling sorry for the next match I'm going to call the team that is playing. Liverpool will take on Ipswich.
Ipswich, just returning from a drubbing at the hands of a resurgent Manchester City, are going to be further clobbered by Liverpool. How do I sound?
You sound mean.
I mean what I talk.
Then Southampton will take on Newcastle.
Southampton, what a bad time to be facing Newcastle. They're just coming back from a chastening defeat. And so, Southampton are going to collect.
Arsenal takes on Wolves away.
Will the Wolves have beaten Chelsea? We don't know right now, but Arsenal are going to get their 3 points.
Then the match the whole world wants to see. Late kickoff, Man City, Chelsea.
Chelsea will beat Man City.
Sorry?
Yes, Chelsea will beat Man City.
Red said Chelsea will beat Man City.
What do you say, Sabu? What do you say? Let me hear from you.
I say a City win.
A City win?
Yes.
No problem. I know Chelsea, you people are one of the most useless teams.
Please.
Why I'm saying this is my club. It's my club. The match you expect Chelsea to win, they will not win. The one you don't expect them to win, that's the only reason why I say Chelsea will beat Man City, because I don't expect them to win. But they will shock me.
Then Atletico Madrid in Spain will take on Villarreal. Then Real Valladolid will take on Real Madrid. Then in Germany, Um, Bayern will take on Freiburg away. Borussia Dortmund, Werder Bremen, and the star match is RB Leipzig versus Bayern Leverkusen.
Well, if we look at the permutations very well, we see that those guys are going to get their wins. Bad Dortmund, because Dortmund have been looking shaky.
I don't see Leipzig winning Bayern Leverkusen.
No, I wasn't talking about who is Leipzig. I wasn't talking when I say the guys. You know who are the guys? Leipzig are the boys. I'm talking of the guys.
Borussia Dortmund and
Dortmund, Bayern. You look at Leverkusen. You look at them getting their results. So, but it's going to be an exciting one, and I think there are going to be a lot of goals. So you'll be looking at over. So you could get that in somewhere there.
Then apart from the star fixture in England, where we have Man City were taking on Chelsea.
Yeah.
In Italy, we have Napoli taking on Juventus.
Yeah. So Conte is going to, of course, deliver his usual tutorials to the little boys.
He will deliver his unit.
Yes. So the tutorials to the little boys in the sense that those guys are competing at a level that Conte is way past. Of course, you can never predict football. That's another thing. That's why we love the game. Mm-hmm. So you could see Juventus put up a spirited fight. They do that once in a while. So we never can tell. But of course, we are going to be seated back on the couch, drink in hand, bottle of water in hand, or whatever it is, and we'll enjoy the games.
Sunday fixtures. We have I know if I say this, your answer will be straightforward. Tottenham will take on Leicester City.
My brother, that manager fit still collect. I don't trust Tottenham.
Then Aston Villa West Ham.
That's another exciting match. Graham Potter will be looking at, making headways.
He lost over the weekend.
Yes, he'll be looking at making headways, and this fixture is a fixture where he can actually get some joy.
Villa at home.
So yes, I know. So I'll predict, a West Ham win or draw.
I predict a Villa win.
Okay.
Then the last match for the day in England, Fulham versus Manchester United.
You say which club?
Fulham versus Manchester United.
They feel fully harm Manchester United.
See, if Man U do not put their house in order, they might be embarrassed by Fulham.
If they let them put their house in order, they can still be embarrassed by Fulham. That's how cheeky Fulham can be. Remember, Fulham have taken points off most of the big boys now in the table.
Right.
So, I would only say maybe if Fulham underrate Man U, because maybe they feel Man U are wounded now.
It's more of a Fulham win or draw in that match.
Fulham win or draw.
Then in Spain,
I think so too.
Real Sociedad Getafe. I didn't say Getafe.
Yes. Okay.
Then Athletic Club versus Leganes. Then the last match of the day in Spain is Barcelona-Valencia.
Man, please avoid me with Barcelona matter. I'm tired. Barcelona and Chelsea matter. They tire me. Man U, at least I can predict they will lose. But Chelsea, I don't know. They're just like that.
Then in Italy, we have star match, Lazio-Fiorentina.
That's another low-scoring game, but I will predict that Lazio might win or draw.
Same here. Then Inter is going away to Lecce. It's an Inter straight win.
It's an Inter straight win.
Then AC Milan Parma. This was fixtures of back in the days.
Yes, those were when the likes of Gigi Buffon was in goal, emerging for the other team. But this time AC go Parma.
I say it's an AC win.
Yeah, AC straight win.
A straight win.
So I think those are most of the major fixtures to look at for the weekend.
So the transfer window has less than 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
And City has
made moves. They have already made moves. I think 3 players are already guaranteed through the door. Victor Reis from Palmeiras, a Brazilian, prospect. Kusanov in from Lens. Omar Mamouche for about 63 or so pounds from Frankfurt.
And he scored over the weekend again.
And then, big farewell to his former club.
Before we came on the show, we saw on different media outlets that Arsenal started making moves for Osimhen and Sesko.
Yes.
And that depends which of them.
comes true.
comes
Although
true.
Sesko's agent was quick to rebuff any
Loan
approach or
and
stuff,
yeah,
but Arsenal have concrete interest in Sesko, and a loan move with an
obligation to buy
obligation or an
or
option
option
to
to buy.
buy is looking very likely. Arsenal are in that need of
But
firepower.
I think Osimhen will be a better option for them, an easier option because they said
I don't
based
think an easier option per se.
no
Osimhen will still be difficult to get because
mm,
you have to navigate an exit from Galatasaray that might demand
no
compensation.
from the loan deal.
There was an exit
There's an
clause.
exit clause
A
if
top European team.
comes in
Arsenal
January.
a top European team.
Well, that's the gist for another day.
Okay,
Then we don't know where Rashford is going. Everybody has interest in
everybody
him.
has interest and nobody has interest. So, in fact, it might interest you to know that there's no interest in Rashford.
He's not
AC
playing.
Milan prioritized Walker over Rashford.
Yeah,
Dortmund want Rashford. Napoli want Rashford. Who don't comfort? Nobody.
but the irony about
So,
it, his salaries are damn too much.
yeah, no, after the 30 plus goal scoring season, he deserved that wage bump. Although, if you ask me, it was too much. But so far, so good. He's going to be a pain in the ass of Manchester United because he's not going anywhere. It looks like he's not going anywhere, and he's not going into the team. Amorim has said there's no way back for Rashford.
The irony about Rashford's case is like what happened to Anthony Martial, and nobody wanted him because of his high wages, deep in form, and he ran out his contract.
And then walked to where he loved.
Only God knows where he is.
Yeah.
We have come to the end of the show. Please, you people should not touch Renz. He has said a lot of things that he's not supposed to say on the show.
Who they touch me? Who they for streets that we did there?
So we thank you for your constant interaction with us. We see what you write on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes.
We appreciate you. The likes are growing. We want you to continue to help us do it. Same with YouTube. We want you to subscribe. We appreciate what you are telling us, and yes, the criticisms are there. We are learning from it, but just be easy on us, please.
Thank you very much for supporting our show. Thank you for always engaging us. We love you. And remember, it's just football. It's just vibes. It's just banter. But we still remain your number one, your champion, the best podcast to listen to for premium entertainment, the Fantastic Podcast. Thank you for joining us this week. And until we come back again, bringing you the best of all that you love, stay locked in. Don't go anywhere.
Till we meet you next week.